broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Welcome, everybody. This is Kevin. Welcome to the Sqribble call. Welcome, welcome, Sqribblers. We'll get going here in a little bit. It's a pleasure to be here tonight. People are, of course, they're still coming on, but we got a lot of people on tonight. Tonight, we're going to go over some of the editing tools within the system, and then we're going to do a hot seat a little bit for a little while. So we're just going to kind of go through the motions tonight. But I'm glad everybody's here. And welcome, welcome. More and more people are coming in. Okay, and I'm just getting word from Lynn. We still have a couple openings on the collaboration software for the ghost story. So if you want to be able to do that, it's sqribblebookteam@gmail.com. Sqribblebookteam@gmail.com. Send in that you would like to be part of the collaboration software on the ghost story, and you'll be working with a large group of people. And it's really useful because many people are in there helping each other, and we've got some real good people in there. Very, very good people helping out. Much better than me, of course. They're inputting a lot. They're doing a great job. So if you guys would like that we still got some spots left. And we have 141 pages. Amazing. That is a lot of pages. So doing good in there, doing good. Tonight also, we're going to, we had a question and I want to walk through that. And, you know, I don't want to sound, I have to know how to pronounce your name. The person from Norway, I tell you, I've seen a lot of names and I can usually get close, but the way I've got to pronounce this, and I don't think I'm right, is Kashik's hike. I don't know. I don't know if that's even correct or not. It's a long name. My hat's off to you for that. And it's great. I just needs a little bit of help there. So we're going to bring you in a little bit too. Hello, Edine. Hello, hello. I just saw you come in. Albert, welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody. People are saying hello here. So we'll get started here in a little bit. More and more people coming aboard. We're going to get going here in just a little bit. Like I said, tonight we're going to go through one of the books here, and we're going to just do some editing on the chapter. Somebody had a question on the margins within the chapter. I think that's what it was. So we're going to jump in there and see what we can do. I have to say, I wonder what time it is in Norway tonight. So we're going to see. We're going to find out here very soon. If I can bring Kashaki into the phone call or into the meeting room, that would be great. We'll be doing it in just a little bit. We'll wait until everybody comes aboard, and then you can ask your question. I saw your question within the email, and I'll try to address that tonight if we can, see what we can do. So we'll just give it a few more seconds. Hang on 1 minute. I'm going to see if I can actually pull up another screen. Hang on. Then I'll pull up some more information. Hang on. I'll use my multiple screens here. I got to say, it's been a really good week. It really has. Figuring a lot of different things out. Doing real good. I think I figured out something that I've been waiting to find out for 6 months or so. And I think I finally figured the formula out. So I'm going to be working on that for the next couple weeks. But a lot of things. When you're working online, which you guys are, it's the best job in the world. You know, Adil has really got some great systems here with Sqribble, Presenter, and the plethora of other, you know, software packages that he has. Wonderful packages. As I take a cup of coffee here, I get up around 4:30 every morning. So it's an early day for me. I like that. I really get motivated when I get up earlier. So can everybody hear me okay? Okay, everybody, welcome to the call. This is Kevin. Welcome, Sqribblers. Can everybody hear me okay? Just give me a big thumbs up. How we doing? I think everybody can hear me. Welcome to the Sqribble call tonight. All right, we can hear just fine. I just want to let you guys know, too, we actually have a few spots left on the collaboration software for the ghost story. So if you're brand new and you want to be part of the ghost story, we have 141 pages. We have 20 some people in there helping us. We're going to do 25, so there's about 5 spots left. And if you want to do that, go to, let me see. Yeah, go to sqribblebookteam@gmail.com. So email us at sqribblebookteam@gmail.com and say, hey, I want to be part of it. And we'll put you in, we'll tag you in there, and you guys can be part of it. You only have to, if you want to write a sentence, a paragraph, pages, you can do that. And Lynn has it really outlined. Lynn is my right hand. She has outlined it fantastic. And actually, I need to get in there and do some of the help videos, which I will. I know I've been a little bit neglectful there, but I'll get in there and do some of the help videos just to kind of help walk through. Lynn has done everything within the books, ebooks there, and she's done the training and things like that. So I'm going to follow up with her and kind of do a video on it so you guys can see both, have the book and follow the video at the same time. It will really, really help. We've got a lot of people coming aboard tonight, so we're going to give it a little bit more time, and we'll keep it going. But welcome, everybody. Tonight, we're going to bring in my good friend, and I don't know if I'm saying it right, Kashaik from Norway, I think it is. And you've been on the call for the last couple of weeks. We're really happy to have you aboard. We know we have a lot of new people here, so welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. We'll try to give you as much information as you possibly can. You're at the right place. This software really is it's a dynamo. It truly is. It's fantastic. You guys know my story. I came in within the first week. I had no idea. Well, I had an idea. I really purchased the product within like the first week that I had it, and I made a sale for $2,700. And I did that very quickly. Didn't know a deal in the team at that time when I first came in. I just bought the software. Sure enough, I made that book, sold it. Then right after that, within the same month, I think I did another $1,000. And since then, I've made at least 10K just on the side, just as a side hustle using the software. I love the software. And then I also have Presenter, which complements Sqribble. They're both wonderful, wonderful products. And they really do give us a lead up. We really are ahead of the curve with these products. There are so many products out there. And I got to tell you, before you buy other products, just remember the reason I came into this one, Sqribble and Presenter, it captures content for you, and it helps you organize, helps you get your I don't want to say your act together. I could say another word, but it helps you get your act together, and you guys can really put everything into a book or into a presentation, and it really helps define. For me, it just really gives me the full package. So when I go out to somebody, I look good because the software does it for me. The software really has the great images, has the content, creators that helps us out. All the little WYSIWYG editors, which are the editors within the system, they are priceless to me. And that's what we really need. So as the fall comes upon us here, we really need to get you guys into the monetized stage. The bottom line is you got to make money. You're not here just for the fun of it. You're really not. And I am doing so much more as we're going forward. I'm actually getting more online every day. And soon enough into the fall here, I'll be 100% back online. I consult now, and I do fairly well. But with the economy and all the inflation and everything else, it sucks. It seems like no matter how much we make, it always goes out the door. But when I was doing software, I made more than enough money to cover everything, to cover the bills, take vacations, do what you want. But you know what? When you consult and work regular jobs, it's tough. It's not like it used to be. So I'm really getting back into the presentations. I liked it when I made the $2,700 within 4 or 5 days. It only took me a day to write the book. Really. I mean, it took 4 or 5 days to make the deal, get the money sent, wired, and all that, but it took me a day. So, where can you do that into a system and just make it happen? When I do things like this, I usually work a few hours here and a few hours there. But all in all, if I had to add up the hours, rarely do I go over 8 to 12 hours. Usually, I can usually wrap it up, get everything going. And then the next day I'll come in and I'll see some errors, things like that, and add a little bit, but usually I can get it done very, very quickly. So it's, this is what it's all about. So for all of you that are novices or professionals online, if you're missing that one thing, which is monetizing, that's where we really need to change, part 2. You're in part 1 right now, but part 2 is making money. And that's where we all need to be, because for me, it's not just the money, but the money helps drive more business. It just helps because you can invest back, then you invest maybe 30, 40, 50% back in, and you make another 100%, and so on and so forth. And that's what we all need to do. So if a lot of you are trying to write a book or seeing what you need to do, we're going to give you more and more ideas. I do a lot of help books, and I do a lot of companies that need my help and they don't understand what, some of their equipment or some of the people, their trainings and things like that. That's what I try to jump into and try to help facilitate that. I may know nothing about their machines or some of their employees or anything like that, but I can get enough information just going online, seeing what they're doing, this and that, and then pretty much I can put it together to help them out. I really can, and I've done it several times already, and it works out really, really well. So what I'm going to do right now, we're going to get started. Like I said, welcome, Sqribblers. Tuesday night, it's the 11th of October, and we made it through the ferocious hurricane. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable what came through Florida here, but most of us survived it. Those who had a difficult time, we're all trying to help them out down here in Southern Florida. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to jump in to one of our books because we want to, I'm going to jump in, I'm going to hit the edit. It's going to take a second. Now I'm going to try to bring in, let me see if I can. I'm going to see if I can invite you in here. Let me see. Kashakshay, you can tell me how to pronounce it when you come on. Can you unmute yourself? I'm going to see if I can bring you in here. I'm going to bring one of the people in.
Yeah.
Are you there?
I'm here.
All right. How do I pronounce your name?
Kashike.
I was almost correct.
Yes, we almost were correct, yes.
And what city in Norway are you from?
I live in Drammen.
Drammen. How far is that from a big city like Oslo or Trondheim?
The big city, it's about 30 kilometers from the big city.
And you're from Norway, born and raised?
No, I have been here for ages, yes.
It's actually voted one of the best countries.
But I'm not born Norwegian, no.
You sure sound Norwegian.
Hello?
Yeah.
I sound Norwegian?
You do, kind of, in my book. Where are you originally from?
I don't think so.
No, I'm wrong.
I'm originally from Southern Africa.
Ah, very, very
Namibia.
cool. Okay, well, it's a pleasure to meet you and a pleasure to have you on. And you were asking
Thank you.
the question. We'll it's loading up, so it's going to take a little bit of time here.
Okay.
Do you have a your name Kashaki Shaki? Is there a
Kashike?
Kashika Shake?
Kashike.
Kashika Shike. That is one of the coolest names I've ever heard. And I'll still mess up, but I'll try. That's all I can say.
No, it's fine.
Cool. Okay, I'm going to go to the chapter here and just right now. And your question was something about how to get the lines closer here?
Yes, it is because when I do, when I make the table of content, the numbers come to the left, but I want them to the right as they look there.
Okay.
So I don't know how to, even if I move it manually, and if I do again the automatic content generation, it goes back.
It goes back.
Yes.
So it's like this right now.
Yes, it's exactly on the left side, the numbers.
Okay, maybe what's going on when you're checking it, maybe your table might be a little long here. Let's see what we got here. So let's just play this out, and I want to give you some examples, maybe what to look for, because it's going to be in your system, not mine. So
no, it is not very low. The pages or the part of the headings, they are not very long.
They're not wrong, or they are wrong?
They are not long. They are short.
Okay, so you're saying right here, the yellow box is short? Let me show you. Let me just show you something real quick here. Let's just try this out. So I'm going to hit this little system
Yes.
button, and then
Yeah.
right here it says width 736. I don't need
That
that.
is.
I'm going to go
No, I think
600.
I've got something like 460 something.
Okay, so this one is short.
Let me just check. Let me just check if I can have it up. My own. It is working for a minute.
No problem. I'm going to actually shorten up number 2. I'm going to show people. So see, number 2 is wide. It's showing 113 pixels. I don't need that. I'm going to go to like.
Now I have gone in and
Fixed all those?
taken the width to, for the numbers, I have taken the width to 50.
Good for
and
you.
It has become a short, yes. And it doesn't matter, but when I regenerate again, if I write something more, regenerate again, it goes back to be on the left side, and the default width and length.
Goes back?
It goes back, yes.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Even if I change it manually.
Are you by any chance logged into 2 different Sqribbles at the same time, or just one?
No, just one.
Are you doing it? Are you part of the collaboration, or is this your own Sqribble?
This is my own Sqribble, though I'm part of the collaboration too.
Okay, the problem you're having, is it in the collaboration or your own?
No, it is in my own.
Okay, okay. What is your browser? What computer are you using? An Apple or a Windows?
I'm having Acer.
Okay, you have an Asus. Okay.
And
That's
I'm
Windows.
using Chrome.
Good. You're using Chrome. That's all correct. Pretty much. I have an Asus too, and I use Chrome.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure it out here. What's kind of going on in your system here? Do you have enough? It shouldn't matter because you have enough computer speed. Everything's fine.
Yes, everything is fine.
Yeah. So what's going on is, see, I would say it could be your computer, but you're saving it to their servers. It has nothing to do with saving data. Like right here, when you hit save, it's not your computer. It's out, out in the cloud.
Yeah, because my space on Sqribble is at 3%. It's not much.
Okay. Are you open in your own computer at home right now?
Yes.
Okay, do me a favor. Go to your table of contents. Let's just kind of follow so people can kind of see, because I want to see if something's really happening here. So like here, so go to like your first table of contents and just go to your first chapter.
Yes, I am there.
Okay, what is your width of your, like right here, I've got this outline. You can see kind of what I'm doing.
Of the number or the paragraph?
The paragraph, the content, like your first chapter, the name.
The content is having 486 width.
Okay, I'm going to follow you here. I'm going to do 486. It should fit mine too. So let me see. Oh, that's even long for me.
486, all of it.
Okay, I'm just going to go even less. I'm going to go 400 because mine's huge. Okay, so all I'm doing is, you kind of see the method to my madness. I'm trying to just, make sure we're not overlapping or anything like that. Okay, so now.
No, there is no overlapping. They're all on one line.
Yours are all on one line?
Yeah, they are all on one line. All the table are on one line. None is longer than one line.
Okay, so they're all in one line. Okay, okay. Let me see here. Okay, look at this right here. I have this. When I did that, it took this with it.
Yes, the width is fine, but what I wondered is why my page numbers come to the left, not to the right.
That doesn't make any sense to me. You made everything just like this. There's a separate table.
I made everything. I wrote the book, and then I went to generate the content,
Yeah.
and the pages are always coming to the left. And then the paragraph or the headings are coming to the right. Even when I change them manually, if I go in and regenerate again, it goes back
It goes back.
to the default.
That doesn't make any sense.
It does. It does here.
That doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Yeah, it does here.
Um,
So that is why I wondered.
okay, have you gone back? Okay, someone's saying here, some of our groups helping me out here. Have you gone back to the original template by any chance and tried to?
I have taken in the original page of table of content, thinking perhaps there was something that fell out. Nothing happens. It happens the same.
What is the template you're using?
I have used which one did I use now? I can't remember.
Because we have one of our team members here. They're saying they had the same problem and they tried to adjust the design. They tried to adjust the table and it switches back to the original. But with your own text. Is that kind of what it's doing?
Yes, it is with my own text, but it goes back to the default it came with.
Yes, that's exactly what they said too. Therese, I thank you for that. Therese says it goes back to the original template.
Yeah.
And the template
So
starts
what I wondered, yes. Yeah. But then what I wondered is how do I get it to the left? I mean, to the right, like you have it on that book.
How many
It,
pages have you done?
I have got 14 pages.
Ooh, can you, I hate to say this, can you try to put like a page or two to a Word document? Just save your pages, of course. I would advise you to go get another template, put it in there and see if it's doing it. And I know, but what I'm going to do here, there's a method to this.
Then perhaps what I can do, if you are doing it that way, then what I can do is to go in, use the same, but I have to go and find another template, perhaps that has got a table of content with the numbers on the right as I want them. Then I can get in that page instead.
Well, I know in some of the training, Adil's even said this, try to get your book completely done, then mess with the table of contents, then change the numbers. How many pages are you planning on doing here?
No, it is just a small lead generation, small book.
Cool.
It's all I wanted to do. I don't want to have a big one, but I am planning for a big one, the next project, but it is only this one. But I have gone in and done it manually, hoping that when I regenerate again, I will find it that it is sitting where I put it manually, but it changes back. That was actually why I wondered.
Okay, I'm trying to see if I can share. I'm trying to see if we can share your screen.
Yeah, if you are able to, could be fine.
Let me see what I can do here. I'm going to see if I have an option here to do that. Okay, let me see. I want to see if I can see if I make you the presenter, that might do it, but I'm not quite sure. Let me just give it a second.
I don't know how this happens.
Okay, let me try to make you the presenter just real quick. I hope it doesn't matter. If you see it, and it messes up, you're going to have to click it off. But let's try that, okay? I want to see if that does it. Okay, let's see if that will work. Are you sure you want to make, okay, the presenter? No, I'm not sure because it doesn't say anything
But
about
if
the
I
screen.
become the presenter, how do I
No, exactly. I'm trying to see if I can just change the screen to you.
view full screen?
Let me see if I can do that. Allow drawing. I just want to flip screens. It's all I want to do. Show screen. No, we're on mine. Change presenter. See, changing the presenter, make the other attendee the presenter available when there are qualified attendees. See, I don't know if we have you. Let me see that dashboard handouts. I'm going to see if there's
Yeah.
anything. I don't think I can. I just don't want to mess it up.
No, I don't see.
Yeah,
I don't see that it's possible
no.
now.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. God, I'd love it if we could.
Current.
I just don't think it would have. Okay, let me see. Okay, hang on a second. Okay, there's one, the academic excellence template. One of our members is telling us for you to use that one.
Okay. Another template. What is it called? Because I
Academic.
have actually I have used a template, but the first page and the last page are something that I have done myself.
Okay, what I would
Except for
try.
the
Yeah, it's called academic excellence.
academic.
Academic excellence. Here, I can jump over there. Let me see if I can. I'm going to exit without save. I'm not even going to save what I did. Then we're going to jump over there.
Okay. This is the one. Yeah, that has got no.
And Trace,
Yes,
Trace, one of our members is saying go to Zoom,
yeah,
but we
I
couldn't
can
do it.
use this table of content from the academic then.
It's right here. If you see it on my screen, this is the academic
yes, I
one.
see it too. I see it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it too. I can use that one and then I can perhaps solve the problem in that manner.
What is the name of yours? Because I'm going to throw this at the programmers and find out. I do have to tell them because it sounds like you're not the only one. Sounds like there's an issue.
Just go back. I have changed everything is because I have put in my own. I have changed the first page, so I don't really remember which one I did use.
Okay, then don't. We'll come back to it. I think Therese had told me, and I think one of our members can find it.
Okay.
Because they were saying something that they had the same problem.
I used just a minute. Yeah, I used one called the Complete Guide to Email Marketing.
Okay. So the Complete Guide to Email Marketing.
Yes.
And there's a problem in that one.
And that is the one with the table of content coming to the left.
Okay. So it's table of content. I'm writing all these notes down so I can give it to the programmers. So
it comes to the left, yes.
Left is the numbers of the chapters, right?
Yes. And actually, most of them are like that.
Most of
them are to the most of the templates are like that.
Let me grab one real quick. Let me just see what we got. I'm just going to walk through it real quick just to make sure what we have here. Because I know I changed mine, so we got to find out. And there's always going to be a glitch here and there. There's no doubt about it. So hang on. I'm getting questions. Let me see. Okay. You can use the academic excellent table of content only, and the rest of the book can stay the same.
The rest of the book can stay the same.
Yeah. So I'm trying to load that up. So we need to really dig in and see kind of what the issue is. And
but actually, I think it is just following the default template of the template.
It
Because
is.
as I see here now, I was not aware of it, but as I see here, is that most of the templates, they are having page numbers on the left. I
So,
wasn't aware of that.
so you're seeing that most of them are on the left. But
So what I'm
look at this
seeing
one.
here,
This one's on the right. The academic excellence.
yes, the academic is on the right, but almost everything else is on the left.
Okay, let me just view another one. Let me
Yeah,
just see.
almost everything as I'm viewing here, I'm viewing quite a lot.
Yeah,
But
you're right.
and then you have got the gaming mania is on the right,
Nope, you're correct.
and another one, Asian travel toys, on the right. Most
See,
of them are on the left.
you should have used sexy fashion. Look at that. It's on the right. I'm kidding. You have that
Yeah,
one's on the right, but all the other ones are on the
yeah, the
left
table.
from what
Yeah.
I'm seeing.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh, okay, then perhaps that says about the issue. I think it goes back to the default, no matter what you do.
I think
The
you're right.
default makes that way. Yeah, it goes back to the default.
But
But you can do it manually.
they should allow it to change. That tells
Yeah,
me
it
that
should
it's
should
locked
have
up.
been it should have been a good thing if it was to be automatic. Once you change it, then it could have been possible to remain with the changes.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
It is the same as well. Line the space between the lines of the table of content is very wide.
Oh, that's easy. Let me show you how that works, okay? I'll
Okay.
jump back in there real quick and show you as it loads up here. So that's an easy one usually. So I'm going to just put edit, click on that. Hopefully it's a little faster this time. So just hang in there. And then we're going to get
Yeah.
started on the hot seat a little bit. Tracy, one of our members, sent us in a PDF of a book she was writing. You guys are going to really enjoy it.
Okay.
It's very, very cool. She's done an excellent job. She's schooling a lot of us how to do it.
That's
So, and
good.
she's a teacher, so that's why I say schooling us, that's
Mm.
all good. So, whoa, what time is it there? Kashiki Shiki?
It is midnight, half past 12 midnight.
Ooh, you are a good girl for being on. Let me tell you. Wow. After midnight. My heart's out to you.
I
Good for
didn't
you.
want to miss it.
Well, very cool. Okay, so let me show you here. Okay, we're here right now. You see this?
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
I see that.
You click on the little tool, the element,
Yes.
and then you do the margin.
Okay. Yeah, but then you have to do it manually, well, for each and every line, isn't it?
You do. But you see
Okay.
where it says like 20, let's just say, yeah, minus 19 and then all that. 21, let's see the next one. Yeah, that's how you would do it. You're right.
Okay.
It's going to take you a little bit of
Yeah,
patience.
but anyway, it's just that page, so it won't be that much work unless you have got quite a big book.
And you do see that the margin shows you the numbers. So you can go
Yeah.
to like 21, hold it, the next one, 21, hold it, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I wish it was a
Okay.
little more magic. That's next year's version, I'm sure. So
Yeah, I hope it will be magical next time.
every version that Adil does is a little more and a little better and better, of course.
Yeah, it gets better and better.
Well,
It wasn't like that when we just started.
no, they're always doing stuff to it. So, all righty. Well, I guess if it keeps giving you
Okay.
problems, please let us know and email me back.
No, I think my problems are solved. Except the last one is there a function to extend the page full size to a A4 page?
So you want to be able to make the page full size?
A4, a full size A4.
I don't know. I doubt it. I think it's locked in with what we have here.
Okay.
You know, I'll ask the programmers that though. So I'll see what I can
Oh,
do. See if we
okay.
can't go, larger on the page. So,
Actually, longer perhaps, but I think it is fine.
okay.
Since everything is up as per the templates. Otherwise, it will be a whole heck of a job to redo everything.
Let me ask you this too, real quick, Shiki.
Yes.
Do you have Sqribble? Do you have Presenter also?
No, I don't have presenter.
Okay. Presenter has a lot of little added benefits, but then Sqribble has things that Presenter doesn't have either. I'll jump into
Okay.
Presenter and see with what you're telling me, see if it can do more than what you might need. I'll check the pages out and
Okay.
everything else.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks. Thanks a lot.
All righty. Well, I'm going to sign you off, but thank you for coming on. And it's a pleasure to
You're
meet
welcome.
you.
Thank you very much for help. Thank you very much for help and everyone.
Okay, great. Okay, you take care.
You too.
Okay, everybody. I hope everybody can still hear me okay. I am actually going to jump in now real quick. I'm actually going to bring on, I don't know if she wants to talk. Tracy, do you want to say something real quick before I bring this on? I'm going to actually pull this up. I'm going to see if Tracy wants to come on just to say hello. I'm not sure. I'm going to put her on the hot seat. She's not on the hot seat. This is a book that Tracy is actually writing and has written, and it's beautiful. It really, truly is great. So, if anything, I'm just going to say, Tracy. Let me see if you're there, Tracy. I got you on live. If you just want to say hello, you don't have to stay on long if you don't want to.
Okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, great. I just want to say, glad that you were safe during the hurricane.
Thank you.
I'm so glad because we certainly all were watching that and the devastation at Fort Myers and all of that. So good for you. Also, really impressed with Yvonne's her flipbook last week, and then what you did with the flipbook and video, very fun. So
It's fun.
And yes, I've showed a typical ebook that I've done, but this is something a little different. And just as we're throwing out ideas of how people could use Sqribble in different ways, so this isn't actually a book, and I'm taking a real risk with it because I've been wanting to break in to sell a script, and in fact, this is to sell a TV series that I've written, and it's usually very prescribed what you turn in. It's text, and that's it. But I thought I'm going to take a chance. One, I'd like to get noticed in a huge pile of scripts because everybody gets tons of stuff. And thought, I'm going to use it to pitch a manager. It may just get me completely thrown out. Like, oh, that is the stupidest idea ever.
Trace, I got to say, and I watch, of course, during the evenings when I get home, I just zone out. And of course, I watch some of the Netflix shows and stuff like that. But I'd say 80% of them suck. You start watching them and then you just drift away. It's like, oh man, another cookie cutter, terrible writing, blah, blah, blah. Yours is really in depth. The pirates I didn't know about. Some of the different, things that you threw in there. Just a true story. And we're going to show some of that. We're going to show the group here. But amazing content. I mean, you dug your heels in.
Yeah, I have. But I also felt like if I didn't give some visuals, because this, for everybody, this happens to be a true piece of history of Los Angeles, and people just don't know. Even in our own community, people don't know it. And
why don't you just tell them right here? Right here, just kind of explain this one real quick.
Okay, so Los Angeles was a Spanish territory before the United States achieved Manifest Destiny, which actually happened here in Los Angeles. It was the longest name in the world for any kind of city, and it was just a little village, and it's the story of the first illegal aliens, which happened to be 2 American pirates who get captured after they just decimated the coast.
Now I want to do something here real quick. I'm going to read the English part. You're going to read the Spanish part of the name of the city, Los Angeles, real quick. Okay? So go for it, baby. Let's do it. Come on.
Okay, el pueblo de Nuestra Señora la Reina de los Ángeles sobre del río Porciuncula, which is an Italian river.
The translation, everybody, that I can read, she does very good Spanish. The town of Our Lady Queen of the Angels on the Little Porciun River. Wow. So that was Los Angeles before Los Angeles.
Yeah, well, it was Los Angeles. Yeah.
So they had the Lady Queen of Angels, and then somehow it became Los Angeles.
Yes, Los Angeles, now LA. But what I thought why this might be of interest to somebody out there, like you, Kevin, did, B2B marketing, creating something so business could, communicate with other businesses who might want their product. I mean, that's a great idea. So this is in the entertainment, just doing something else. And as I say, it's really, really unorthodox, but I felt like you needed to see the pictures, because when you think history and Spanish, we get it mixed up with Mexican and Westerns that we've all seen a gazillion times, and it has a little different flavor to it because this was Spanish colonialism when we were under the king and all that stuff. So that's why I felt like I would use Sqribble to create the document, even if, I become a laughing stock.
You're not, you know what? And I got to say, and I say this, I say the old analogy, God hates cowards. I think what you did is fabulous. And I think you got to push the envelope. You did exactly what you should. And I think someone's going to pick up on this. The screenwriters are pretty mundane. They're all, they have so many scripts, but you did, in my opinion, this is wonderful. I read the whole thing, and your pictures visualize kind of where we were back in the time.
Yeah.
It was 1781.
Yeah. Well, when the pirates attacked, it was 1818. But yeah, Los Angeles isn't that old. But anyway,
and we always think of pirates as East Coast, Bahamas,
I know,
Caribbean, all that, but nothing here in the West Coast. We never thought of that on the West Coast of the country.
And I needed to do the research to figure out how it all happened, and because there have been a lot of lies and mythology told over 200 years. So I kind of wanted to sort it out. So it just took me a long time to do the research. And then it was like, now what do you do with all that? So that's why I'd come across great images and thought I need a vehicle to put them, make it interesting. The template that I used is one that's in the Prime package, because I was looking for something with a horse, because these guys were top horsemen in the world. Although, it's a little modern jockey there, but it was the only one I could find that really fit.
I think it's great. I've actually been to some of those old churches, or where they came in Santa Barbara. There's a real old one there.
Yeah, and some of it takes place there.
Oh, does it?
So and also at the end of this, then I proposed so this is standard stuff of what you would put in, for a TV show. And then, so you have your characters, you have, all of this stuff that goes into a treatment. This is called a treatment. And then I put at the end a documentary that I'd like to make that kind of shows you this stuff, these places are still here.
Now, hang on, hang your thought for a second, because I just want to show people this real quick. Look at what Tracy did. Who are we watching? Look how defined and the Americans, Joseph and Thomas. She has pictures of these people. Then up above, I love what she did. Who are we watching? Antonio Lucas. These are the characters right here. The world. It shows you, where everybody came from. There was something here I really liked. The premise, the arena. This really intrigued me. The log line, the theme, the arena, the premise. It was really well done, Tracy. And I'll let you get back, Tracy. Go ahead. But I thought the way you did it, wow.
So I think, so what I'm proposing is that also there's a little documentary that would go with it, to create a fan base that shows the actual church, the blonde pirate. I I made that art in AI. And so some of these that I couldn't find something, I just had to make it up. And so that's just using AI to create that image. And then
You made a good looking stud pirate, I'll tell you that.
yeah, he has to be he's the only blonde, blue-eyed person in all of California at the time.
Boy, I think everybody came from him then, because that's
Actually,
California is blonde beachgoers.
yep.
You know.
Yeah, no, yeah, he's the first one. So anyway, I just really wanted to spend time on it, but then say, now you can visit these places still in LA. LA is not great about, you know, maintaining a lot of its historical things, but like you say, the missions are still here. What that blonde guy did, he was a master shipbuilder, and so he built the aqueducts and all the stuff that we have that made LA, you know, thrive.
He
So
built the aqueducts?
he made, yeah, the ditches that supplied the water for San Gabriel Mission. And
Now, let's explain this to everybody. When you go to Los Angeles and you think of rivers, like in most countries and most cities, they're rivers. In California, there's cement aqueducts, complete cement, and then the water flows throughout LA. Am I correct?
yeah, that was done after in the 30s because of just terrible flooding in Los Angeles, like what you saw in with the hurricane here. It's because it comes pouring off the rivers and it would just ruin everything. So they channeled it up. And but in the old days, this is a desert area basically. So they had to, you know, make ditches and build them out of rocks, of which we have many. And you know, so anyway, I just wanted to show, if people are thinking of different ways that you could use Sqribble, here's another application of it. I mean, I'm not, this isn't something I can sell. It's just using it as a presentation.
No, but this is a great way to lead into the producers and the script writers and all the agents. I think this is much better.
I hope so.
Seriously, you just gotta hit the right person. I gotta tell you too, I don't know if people are getting this email, but there's Hollywood script writers or Hollywood producers sending out emails, and I don't know if anybody else is getting them. I'm getting them, and they're saying, "You've been picked, you've been chosen," but you know they're lying to us. And they say, "We want a meeting with you on Thursday," and little do you know, there's probably 600 other people on there. Tracy, I just had one of those people say that. "We want your story. Are you ready?"
Oh, they're wanting you to join a course.
And you probably have to pay for it, right?
Oh yeah, none of it's cheap. But anyway, it's, you know, it's a highly competitive place. You know, you're either wanting to be an actor or wanting to be a writer. And I've been a teacher, so and you know, have told this story over the years. So I thought, well, I'm just going to capitalize on something that I really love and see where it goes. So I'm hoping, like in November, to start pitching it. I'm still doing a rewrite of my series, and then start pitching it. And so this will be the document I send out.
Wonderful. And I notice here, De La Guerra home is preserved in Santa Barbara. If you've never seen the most beautiful city in the United States, it is, without any doubt, Santa Barbara, California. So if you ever go somewhere in the country, if you want to go to the United States and see the most beautiful city, it's Santa Barbara, hands down. I've been all around the country. You can't beat Santa Barbara. What do you think, Tracy?
Oh, it's beautiful. Of course, that's where Montecito is, where, you know, the higher up mucky mucks all live. And anyway, so the thing is about this series that I'm hoping would intrigue somebody, even because it's historical and that's a hard sell, is it's all the connections, you know, early Hawaii, because who funded the attack was King Kamehameha. And so people don't really know our Hawaiian history either, even though it's our 50th state. And all the connections, they're just incredible. And I love the era of sailing ships and these incredibly brave men who sailed this stuff. I mean, it's just, it boggles the mind. So I thought
and what a flavor, instead of the pirates on the East Coast, which are, you know, the one-eyed, you know, pirates and everything. I would imagine it would just be a whole different lifestyle and different just a different thing on the West Coast. Such a different area compared to the East and West. It wasn't like the gold bullion and things like that. The pirates were probably coming into town and doing whatever they could.
Well, they thought they were going to get gold, and actually the Spanish totally missed it, because 2 years after they signed the treaty to get California, then gold was discovered. It was here, but they had just always missed it. And yeah, so the Americans are the ones that ended up getting the gold and having the gold rush. But it's been interesting. So this was just a way to show another way of putting together something that you've got, your expertise. We're seeing them in a lot of ebooks, and this is where I live. That piece of property was preserved because it was Cecil B. DeMille's. This is his back thing, and this is where I live. And
this is where you live right now in this area?
Yeah, so I'm showing that it's still possible to do some filming in LA, because everything has been, it's in Georgia and Louisiana and Vancouver, BC, but I'd really like to have a series that could be shot in Los Angeles, and just showing that from where I live, because this was preserved by DeMille, who actually did the 10 Commandments and all. This was his back lot.
Where is this in LA? Like, is it toward Topanga Canyon or that part, Malibu, or which way?
Okay, so completely opposite corner from Topanga. This is the little corner just before you would head over the hill to Pasadena. So
yeah.
in the San Fernando Valley. But the San Fernando Valley, for everybody, all the westerns you've grown up seeing, almost everything you've seen was shot here in the San Fernando Valley. Because all these, because I've done lots of research to know where all the back lots were, and they owned all these mountains, and they had all their sets starting clear back in the 1920s, all the way up through, Roy Rogers and Bonanza and, Little House on the Prairie, all of that, those things that we've grown up watching, thinking we're seeing the West, you're seeing the San Fernando Valley.
I didn't even know that. So that's towards San Bernardino, Pasadena and all that.
We're in San Fernando Valley in the, if you know where Topanga is, they're in the southwest corner, we're in the northeast corner of the valley.
Got it. Toward Pasadena. Okay, before Pasadena, actually, then.
Before you get to Pasadena, yeah. It's just right along the mountains. So anyway,
Wow.
it's fun. We'll see what happens with it. It's not anything I can sell. It's just a giveaway, to them, a piece to leave with a producer or a manager. And, for that, a document so that they could talk about it and hopefully sell it.
You're going to sell it? Good thoughts towards you. Everybody is giving you kudos here. Well done, Tracy. So professional. Woo, baby. You're going places.
Technology, and yes, there are problems. Yes, you do run into snags with the technology. That's true. But just keep at it. Even if you have to place, and I do on these things, I have to place line by line. But Kevin, when you showed us the grid, that made all the difference to lining up my columns and all that stuff. That is the greatest tool in the world.
It truly is, isn't it? Because you make yourself not stupid anymore. It doesn't look wonky.
Yeah, so you use that, even if you have to place your line on your title page, line by line, it's worth it. until they get this thing built, they handle those things, you still are going to get a nice looking product.
You chose a great template. I love the soft yellows and the darkened kind of bluish gray. It's beautiful. Truly is.
So, well, I'll let you know. But anyway, that's my introduction to my product.
Okay, Tracy, thank you so much for coming on. Really enjoyed this. Really, really great. I do appreciate you, Tracy.
Great.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Tracy. I'm sorry, Tracy, did I mute you out too quickly?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, thank you. Okay, everybody, what a great training tonight. Between Kashaki Shaki and showing the chapters and some of the templates, I learned a little bit about some of the templates out there with some of the issues we may or may not have, but I think we changed that up pretty quickly. And of course, jumping right into Tracy's her book here is amazing. What a great way. And this is similar. This is something that, she's trying to get her true story out there in Hollywood or to the script writers. I believe she has a great chance here. And this is what I love about this whole thing that Tracy did here is her characters. If you build on characters and you build it out correctly, that's what gets me in any book or anything that you have out there. Tracy's done a great job. Look what she did here, with her logline, the theme, the premise, and all that stuff. And then she got into the world, what the world's all about, where it came from, where it started, who are we watching? It shows all the different people right off the bat. Simply amazing. She has at least 5 or 6 characters right off the bat. This is the way it's done. It truly, truly is. And she gave the ages and the names. And this is like Tracy was saying, this is a true story. So this is the kind of stuff that I really like. I think we're in an era where true stories are going to be more profound. And I think it's going to really gravitate to more people in the world. With what's going on in the world right now, I think we all need hope. We all need things from the past or the future or whatever, real life. And we need to understand different things. What Tracy has done here, I used to live in LA for, 10 years, 10, 11 years, and I never knew this about Los Angeles. So it really intrigued me when I first saw it. I thought, wow, Tracy really dug her heels in and really did something amazing here. But this is like anything, you guys. If you're trying to get something to, like what I do is I do these self-help books or promotions for these companies. Tracy's kind of doing the same thing. She's promoting Los Angeles, promoting her where she's from her state, California, and what it really is. And this is really, for me, this is truly amazing that she dug this deep where no one else has. I think this will get picked up. I think it just needs to find that right person. And I think you're going to find it, or you're going to have to, we're going to have to get somewhere through somebody. This is definitely this is something that you would see like on HBO, like Game of Thrones. I always say Game of Thrones because Game of Thrones is one of those series that is so beautifully done. The whole filming and everything is really done well. HBO always does a great job. And this is something I would see on that because it's more of a high-end, in my opinion, it's more of a high-end script and high-end book that I don't know if Netflix could handle this. And Netflix does most of the stuff right now, but I think this is too good for Netflix, actually. So I think, Tracy, you should be pushing for other writers and scripts like that. And I think there's always a way to get through. Now, for me, if I wrote something like this, I would find a way to get through. There is no doubt I would find somebody somewhere and something. And I know some people in Hollywood, but I don't think I know the right people. I know people, like there's a new series on, it's funny, and a good friend of mine, he was my neighbor, and we were good friends in the day that our kids grew up. And there was a series on, who's the guy who jumped out of the plane? Who am I thinking of? In Washington State. You know who I'm talking about. Jumped out of the plane. They just did a new series on it. And my friend was one of the guys in it. He's the one who brought the person to the table and said, hey, what was his name? Who am I thinking of, you guys? The guy who jumped out of the plane in Washington State. Who am I thinking of? Anyway, there's a new series on Netflix, I think it is. And he was actually one of the people. I was watching it, and sure enough, my buddy Richard shows up on the TV screen on a Netflix new TV thing, and there it was. So you never know who you could find or where it's going to come from. So Tracy, if there's anything I can do, I will make a couple calls, and I will see if I can get through one person who can get through another person, and so on and so forth. I don't have the direct connection, but I do know a couple people that could. There's a chance. You never know. You never know. So, great evening. Let me see. How do you embed video in Sqribble? Someone just asked a question in here. What you can do in Sqribble is we'll jump into that next week, chat. That would be great. We can put links in, chat. So we can put links in. So if are you trying to do a YouTube link, or the embedded part? We'll dig into that. You basically, I think the link is the best way because this is a PDF driven, and I'll show you that next week. I'll show you that definitely next week. So with all of that, everybody, I hope you guys had a great training tonight. I really enjoyed it. I tell you, it's great to bring you guys in and go through it. Tracy, as good as ever. Tracy's one of our top people within the entire group. She is definitely very well trained in what she's doing. I think the only thing Tracy needs is a bull in front of her crashing through the China shops and taking these script writers by the you know what and getting her book out there. And it's going to happen. Wonderful, Tracy. Jesus, I'm just amazed on what you've done. And once again, Kashiki, thank you for coming on. I do appreciate you. Everybody else, thank you for being here tonight. We're going to cut it off for the night. I hope you guys enjoyed the training. We got a lot to do this fall. And once again, I really want to dig in. I am really wanting to dig in to monetize everything that you guys are doing. I think by showing what we did tonight with the hot seat here, it gives you guys more and gives you a better idea on what you can be doing. Now, we don't have to follow Tracy exactly or me exactly, but no, people want good storylines or they want how-to books, things like that. They sell forever. They truly do. So we're going to be driven on that through the fall as we go forward. So everybody have a great evening. This is Kevin out for Sqribble, and we will see you guys next Tuesday. So everybody have a great week. Please have a great week. Talk to everybody soon. Take care. Good night.